Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Damn.
Enough! And boy, I've been sick to my fucking stomach watching you imbeciles type things. Stop typing. You niggas are stupid.
Oh God, what's good? What's up, everyone? Hello, everybody. Hi there, everyone. Hi there, fandoms. Hello, all. What is good? I am Riding the Fams here. We're back with another episode of the Lightning Round podcast. We are on episode 26, I believe. Yeah, that's what we're on. We're on episode 26 of the Lightning Round. I hope everyone has been doing well. Today we are back with. It's gonna be a little bit of a lighter episode because we don't really have a whole lot to talk about. But the things we do need to talk about, they are a little big. So hopefully, for anyone that's here, we're gonna hit a milestone at some point with the counter. What you mean? What milestone? But yeah, I will say this though. I do have a couple updates to give you guys of what's going on. Amidst all of this, amidst of all of this. But yeah, I hope everyone has been well. We're on 26 episodes. We're almost. If you talk about the counter as in for how many episodes we're gonna be at, yeah, we're nearly there for pushing 30 episodes. I'm happy to have been doing this for 30 episodes. It's been great. You can thank if you got anybody to thank. You should thank VF Baller, actually. VF Baller and DJ81. Those are the guys that sat up there and said, you know what, you should try and do a talk show because you're natural at it. You're natural at having to do this. So I thank those two for having to push me with having to do this. So what I do know is this: at some point there will be a break with Lightning Round. I don't know when, but I think after the Super Bowl there might be a break with Lightning Round unless more news comes up that we need to discuss. But for the time being, I'm happy with where we are at. Now, I did have one topic in mind, but I slipped my mind and I instantly forgot about it. But hopefully for the next episode, when it comes up again, I'll be able to type it down and talk about it. So for today's episode, we're going to be covering the following. We're going to be talking about the NFL wild card. We're going to be talking about everything that happened with the wild card games, and we're going to be talking about Microsoft. Now, with Microsoft, it's going to be a bit of a double-edged sword. Now, we're going to be talking about them and their little situation that happened with Activision and Blizzard. So for anyone that don't know the news with that, I'll be here to cover it. So first things first, I want to ask, how are you guys? How are you guys doing, on the Twitch end? And if there's anybody on Trovo, how are you guys doing on the Trovo end? Now, this is one of the updates I'm going to let y'all know of. If I'm sure you guys saw it just now with the starting soon screen, I was testing out the commands, but for you guys on Twitch, you may not know where they were coming from. They were coming from Trovo. So what I'm doing here is I'm testing out a little bot called the Mix It Up bot. Maybe you guys have heard of Mix It Up before. It used to be on Mixer, obviously. It used to be on Mixer, and then after that, when Mixer shut down, they started making their way to Twitch, and now they're starting to branch out a little from going to Twitch to now going to Trovo and now going to Glimish if there is any Glimish streamers still around. So what I've been doing is I have been trying to transfer my stream elements alerts that you guys have now. If you guys don't know, there is some new alerts that are on here. You guys have to check it through the Stream Elements website because I don't have the commands updated. But yeah, I've been trying to transfer those emotes, those alerts all over to the Mix It Up bot, so then that way people from Trovo and of course people from Twitch can use these emotes together. So let me get this one over here. I need to get the Trovo one over here so that way I can show you guys. Here you go. Now I'm gonna test out one of the new alerts that we just put out because you guys have asked for it. Let me pull this up real quick. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the alerts real quick on Stream Elements because, like I said, I wasn't able to update it through the docs. So once I'll be able to do it. I think when this is over. Or better yet, if y'all want, I don't mind having to do it now while I go ahead and talk with you guys. I'm sure I can multitask my way out of this one. I just want to show you guys real quick right before we get to everything that we want to get to today. Let's see. Thank you, Fuyuka, for that. She actually just tested it out for me. That's one of the emotes right there that we're transferring over. Of course, the Mizu emotes. All the Monster Hunter emotes, that if you guys are worried about it, all the Monster Hunter emotes, they all transferred over with no problem. All the alerts and shit like that, they transfer over no problem. So you guys don't have to worry about that. So let's see here. I want to get one of the newer ones that we just did. I literally just did it.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Dolus, for that. Thank you. That one I'm looking to do. I don't know if I got that one. Hold on, let me see. Okay, no, I don't have that one. All right, yeah. I will work on that. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, okay. This is what I want to test here. This is one of the new ones we wanted.
I will send you to Jesus.
As you can see, already, already. But yeah, this right here was what I wanted to test. I got the Jesus one here. That was one of the new ones that was asked for. Bao asked for that one. Your favorite duck meme? Everybody's favorite duck meme.
I will send you to Jesus.
Yeah. I will send you. Also, one more. I got one more. If it'll come up. I need you to send that. Yeah, I only saw it just off of the Yeah, I only saw it just off of what you guys put down. I hope I have that. Please don't tell me I don't have that. Oh, right. Never mind. It's not that I don't have it. I do have it, but I forgot to do it with the, I should have done that. Hold on. Choco, can you put down... Hold up.
Emotional damage.
There you go. I'm wondering, like... Wait a minute. I swear I thought I put that on here. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I did. What the hell? See, Stream Elements right here already just giving me hell. This is why we're doing what we're doing. But yeah, what we want to talk about today is, of course, we're going to talk about everything that's been going on with the Microsoft situation. So I'm going to pull that up while I'm going to go ahead and work on these emotes, and we'll talk about them. So let me pull this one aside.
I will send you to Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. I'm about to say, what the hell? All right, so let me pull up the browser real quick. Okay, so first let's talk about it. We got Microsoft here. As I'm working on this, yes, I'm literally gonna multitask my way into this, because we wasted enough time. So we got Microsoft here. No, Bow, that's not gonna work on Twitch. That's gonna work on Trovo. As soon as you, yeah, no, not gonna be on there at all. That's gonna be strictly on Trovo. So Microsoft has officially acquired Activision and Blizzard. The minute I woke up and I caught this news was when...
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. My exact reaction. Microsoft coming out. I literally, as soon as I wake up, as soon as I open my eyes, I peel open my eyes, I see Microsoft has bought Activision Blizzard. Now, my reaction initially with all of this is I'm very mixed on how I feel with all of this. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite mixed with all this. On one hand, I'm happy that this did happen for the employees of it's sus. Yeah, well, here's the deal though. On one hand, I'm happy this did happen because you got some you have some employees, of course, that's been really, really going through it. Just before I was about to leave, I found out about this. Yeah. Just before I was about to leave work, I found out about this. Yeah, man, it's a little wild. So, like I said, on one hand, I'm happy with this when it goes to the Activision Blizzard employees because we already know this. Microsoft don't tolerate no bullshit when it goes to any of that behind the scenes bullshit work. I mean, like, if you caught on some crazy shit, they'll probably cut you off right then and there. So that's what I mean when I say on one hand, I'm happy for them. But on the other hand, I'm kind of mixed because you have more of this situation going down where you have these companies that are out here outright buying shit. So they're just straight up buying these companies. That's why it's like I kind of don't know how am I supposed to feel with all of this. Now, how do you guys feel for real? Now, Choco, she gave her thoughts. She said because COD is still gonna be staying on PlayStation. It's too much of a big money maker, but the platformers is gonna die out like the rest. I feel like Microsoft has already done. You said Microsoft is. Hold up, I'm gonna see if we could get this. You said Microsoft is trying to make it a monopoly at this point. Honestly, in all fairness, both companies are trying to make it a monopoly. Both companies are doing their best to make it a monopoly. That's how I feel. I need to log in, but I don't know what I use for my info. Go to forgot password. Don't you have the email linked to your password? Now, here's a deal that makes this even more bittersweet. So, here's a deal that makes this more bittersweet. Bow, you might have to create a new one, my man. You might have to create a new one, my man. Until YouTube ends up supporting it, you might have to create a new one. So here's the deal with this. This is more of what's going on. Some sentiments I've heard from Activision Blizzard employees today. They said that there's optimism about management changes and the positive culture at several Xbox-owned studios. Of course, there's fury. They pissed. They pissed at Microsoft for giving Bobby Kotick a big payday in a soft exit, and their determination to keep organizing. So, in a way, I see it as this. This is why this is a double-edged sword for me. On one end, you will actually get some form of normalcy with the company, but on the other hand, you have to give up $250 million to get rid of the cancer that's in the room. Now, I don't know about you guys. Clearly, $250 million, that's a big price to pay. But I think with that big price to pay, hopefully with Activision Blizzard, people will actually be able to sit up there, buy their games again, enjoy their games again, and not have any situations like this come up ever again. Now, knowing, of course, under the Xbox brand, that's not going to happen anymore. Choco, you said Microsoft was trying to make this a monopoly. Let's be real, so is Sony. Like, does anybody know the games that the companies that Sony has set up there and bought recently? They've bought just as many companies as, not on the level of Xbox, but they're also out here buying companies left and right. So, yeah, both companies are trying to do that. Ever notice that Microsoft is becoming Disney, this sort of aspect? No, I'm telling y'all, both Microsoft and Sony are trying to be their own form of Disney right now. I don't know if anyone has noticed this. Like, let me look this up. Like, if I can, like, we need to look this up. Like, yo, they out here buying their own form of shit. Like, they are their own division out here. I mean, let's see who they got right now. They have Blue Point Games. If anybody don't know who Blue Point Games is, I'm gonna make it simple for you. They're the company that, like, they helped with Titanfall when Titanfall was trying to get ported over from Xbox 360 to the Xbox One. That's their doing. So they helped with the port of the game. You got Blue Point Games, you got Firespite, you got Guerrilla Games. We know who Guerrilla Games is all about. Fucking Horizon coming up. Housemarque, I don't know about them. I don't know about them too much. Insomniac, obviously, Insomniac. We got London, we got Malaysia, we got Media, we got Naughty Dog, obviously, we got Nixon Software, we got, I don't know who the hell some of these guys are, to be honest with you. Of course, you got San Diego Studios, the company that that made MLB The Show. They're mostly known for their sports. You got Santa Monica. We should know about Santa Monica as it is. God of War. We got Sucker Punch. Now, most of this stuff is really, really first parties. But, look, Sony, they're doing their own part of trying to make it, monopolizing kind of things. But here's the deal, guys. Everyone was always out here saying, hey, look, Xbox got no first party games. Xbox don't have this. Xbox don't have that. Next time you might want to be careful what you wish for, because now Xbox is out here just buying up everything and making that shit in the first party. You might want to be careful with that. So, what does this mean in the case of Call of Duty, or in the case of, really in the case of Call of Duty? Not much considering, here's the deal, if I can find it here. Here it is right here. Via Bloomberg sources, Microsoft plans to keep making some of Activision's games for PlayStation consoles, but will also keep some of the content exclusive to Xbox. We don't know exactly what games are going to be exclusive to Xbox, but I feel like it's like this. If it's stuff to do with, say, Crash or Spyro, I don't expect those games to all of a sudden become Xbox exclusives. I really, really don't think so. I don't think so, guys. I don't think so. You say Crash and Spyro are dead. Are you say they're dead because of this, or are you saying that they were dead before this point? That's the big question. Are you saying they're dead before this point? Now, if you said they were dead before this point, I would definitely agree with you. I think they were dead before this point. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but other than that, I mean, if it comes at the cost of if Activision Blizzard, look at Banjo-Kazooie, look at every rare IP. Now I will agree with you, but here's the deal though. I'd agree with you there, but here's the deal though. How long ago was it that Rare was bought out by Microsoft? Seriously, how long ago was that? Like, you gotta factor that in too. Hold on, I'm gonna test this a little bit.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
Wait, damn.
Enough! Boy, I've been sick to my fucking stomach watching you imbeciles type things. Stop typing. You niggas are stupid.
Now, that's the thing, though. That was back in 2002. We can't hold Microsoft. By the way, the Yakuza ones did get added as well. As you can see, they did get added here as well. You said Microsoft, I can see, is future-proofing themselves because they know that eventually and sadly we will only have a streaming-only future. Yeah, that is definitely true. I mean, hell, who's to say we're not already there? To be quite honest with you, who's to say we're not already there in that streaming future? But here's the deal. Like I said, that was from 2002, guys. Their methods from 2002 are probably a lot more different compared to compared to this year in 2022. The Microsoft from back then is not the Microsoft from now. But I will say that one constant does stay the same, where we still have no new Banjo-Kazooie content. We still have no new content on Conquerors. I don't expect any content when it goes to GoldenEye anymore because GoldenEye is really just more so about the movies at this point. So I definitely do see your point there. In fact, isn't GoldenEye, isn't 007 owned by EA? Because I specifically remember 007 Nightfire and 007 other games, they were moved on to that. So you got EA to blame now. But yeah, basically I will say that has been one constant, is the fact that we haven't seen any rare games. But those, you're not wrong. This is not just with Microsoft. This is with both companies. This is with both Microsoft and Sony trying to future-proof themselves for, of course, the streaming service. Now, like, why do you think these games now for PS5, they cost $70? Because PlayStation was ready. They were ready for this. They're ready for it when that time comes, when your ass will finally stop buying disc games. Will finally let the shit die and be like, you know what? We got your ass right where we want you, and then we're just going to sit up there and continue to charge these games for $70, and the only time you'll be on sale is when we want you to be on sale. That's it. Now, I will also say this. I would have more to talk about when it goes to the Vince McMahon situation with MLW, but there's already podcasts that talked about that, so I'm not going to bother. I'm certain inflation had a hand in that as well. Oh, yeah, for sure. You're right. For sure, you're right. It definitely did have a hand in it, but it's Sony. It's Sony, bro. They're going to go ahead and just continue to charge you. Like, as long as you guys want these first-party games. Oh, wow. As long as you guys want these, first-party games coming from Sony, as long as you guys keep buying said games from, from their store. Yeah. This isn't going to surprise me with not just... It's not going to surprise me with not just Microsoft, but it's not going to surprise me with any other future game. So that's all I got to point out from there. For Activision Blizzard, I hope you guys end up having a better, staff-wise, I hope you guys have a better situation when it goes to the staff, and no more of those sexual cases come up. Other than that, congrats to Microsoft. I mean, if they want to go ahead and make that bread that way, we can't fault them for it. That $250 million that Kotick is gonna get, they're easily gonna make back. It's a shame that that motherfucker is gonna walk away scot free after everything he's done. But look, that's one less cancer in the room. That's how I see it. All right, so of course, this is how short this episode's gonna be, guys. They need to get their heads out of their asses and knock off the greedy bullshit, bro. This is Microsoft and Sony. They're never gonna knock off the greedy bullshit. They're just different in how they're gonna get your money. Now, the way how how can I say it? The way how Microsoft does it is a lot more consumer friendly, which they're on the correct path of. The way how Sony is doing it is not on the correct path of. But it is what it is. So right now, let's talk about these games. Let's talk about these NFL games that have happened this week. This last week. So, of course, let's talk about it. The Eagles versus the Buccaneers. The Eagles fall to the Buccaneers. They go 9-9 on the season officially. They fall to them 31-15. Jalen Hurts did not have a good game. He went 23 of 43, 258 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. For rushing, Jalen Hurts did not. He was the leading rusher of the game. Really, nobody did anything good rushing. Receiving, Dallas Goedert was the best receiver and went 6 of 92, 15.3 average. Kenneth Gainwell was the only guy that scored a receiving touchdown. In fact, he scored the only touchdown for the not the only touchdown. He scored the only passing touchdown for the Eagles. Went 5 of 49 on the touchdown. Devontae Smith literally did not get targeted until the fourth quarter. He had 4 receptions for 60 yards. Other than that, the Eagles receivers did not do good. The Eagles defense actually did good. They sacked Tom Brady, I believe it was, 3 times. So they did good on that department. The Buccaneers, Tom Brady went 29 of 37, 271 yards. Last night game, there were fights. There probably was, but I didn't watch it. Tom Brady went 29 of 37, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Keyshawn Vaughn went 17 of 53, 3.1 yards per average, 1 touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, 13 of 44, 3.4 yards per carry, 1 touchdown. The Bucs pretty much lit up the Eagles with 4 touchdowns apiece. Mike Evans, 9 receptions, 117 yards, and a touchdown. He completely gave the Eagles hell like I expected him to. And the reason why he gave them hell is because Darius Slay was not on him the whole game, and I blame that on coaching. Rob Gronkowski, 5 of 31. Giovanni Bernard, 5 of 39. The Eagles did not do well on the secondary. But like I said, they did okay in terms of sacking Tom Brady. So who knows? My thoughts on the Eagles, in case you guys have not heard it from me last episode, I'll go and repeat myself. I'm proud of this Eagles team. The fact they went as far as they did is an accomplishment of themselves. Y'all know I was not high on this Eagles team this season, if y'all did not know. I was not high on them at all. This Eagles team was supposed to be in rebuild, where they were supposed to sit up there, build, look what they got for talent, and of course build around that talent, into the offseason. Now, they're still going to do that. They're still going to do that. They're still going to build around their talent. But, I hope the Eagles see for what issues they had this season and they get rid of them, such as, I don't know, they need to get some new linebackers. They need to get some new linebackers coming into this draft, and I'm telling you, I see some good linebackers in this draft that I hope they lay their eyes on with one of their first picks. They need to get another cornerback because, let's be honest, Steven Nelson on a one-year deal, that's not bad, but at the same time, you need to go for more. You can never have enough in the secondary, and I hope for them they get Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati, but that's just me, in hopes that he's there. Aside from that, you have the defensive coordinator. Now, our current defensive coordinator, he's currently getting interviewed by some people. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's currently getting interviewed by some people. Now, if y'all know how I feel, I personally would send that motherfucker to the airport and hopes that he gets the job because I do not like him at all under any circumstances. I want him gone. I will gladly take a new defensive coordinator that knows how to handle his personnel. That's just me. That's just me. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. He's probably still going to be here. Do I hope it'll happen? You're damn right. I want him gone. Bye-bye, Jonathan Gannon. You can go somewhere else. Plain and simple. That motherfucker has done a terrible job of how to handle his personnel. Now, granted, his personnel is not any good, but it's the situations that he sets them up in is what pissed me off. I mean, Tom Brady pretty much had a field day hitting them with 5, 10-yard passes, especially since, it was 2nd and 2 and the motherfuckers decide to sit up there and have the cornerbacks play 10 yards off. That, for me, is a big problem. Other than that, the Eagles, they had a good season. And for that, I give them a round of applause, considering the circumstances that they were dealt with. Yes, Angelo, I'm sure you got a lot on your mind to say. As honest Texans fans, we need to convince them to hire Gannon. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, Texans fans. Texans. Please hire Jonathan Gannon. I'm telling you, that man is a top 5 defensive coordinator. He's great. He had the Eagles be like number 1 statistically in total defense. Number 5 in takeaways. Please, by all means, I would be very, very happy if you take that man right off our hands. Please. I urge you to. I beg you to. Take him right off our hands. Yeah. The uncanny ability to make any quarterback in the league be elite while still being top 5 in statistical category. He's a future head coach. Take advantage of this opportunity. Take him now. Take him, please. Yes, take him. Next that we need to talk about is, of course, we need to talk about the Cowboys. We need to talk about the Cowboys. We need to have this talk. Dallas. Hold up, I gotta send out a text. There you go. On a serious note, I'm actually seeing people lobby for him because they're afraid he'll be Sean McDermott. Good! Let them find that out the hard way. He ain't no Sean McDermott. Let them find that out the hard way. He's nowhere near Sean McDermott. But yeah, like I said, let's talk about it, bro. We got 49ers and Cowboys. The 49ers beat the Cowboys 23-17. Keep in mind, people, the Cowboys coming into this game was pretty much favored to beat the San Francisco 49ers. They were favored. And they lost 23-17. Try to command out one more time, Fuyuka, if you can. I'm going to try out this one, though, because I need to do this.
Damn! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks!
As far as I'm concerned, people, the Dallas Cowboys get my clap cheeks of the week. Now, I understand people were thinking, why are you not giving this to the Eagles? Again, why would you just not give this to the Eagles? The Eagles literally got spanked by the Buccaneers 31-15. People, it is the context that matters. Give me a minute. Damn, that's actually very good. The Pats and the Cardinals deserve that more? You know what? You're right. They do deserve it more than the Pats and Cardinals, and I will give them the second version of the clap cheeks. I know I fuck it. We're handing out people getting clapped like 3 times this week. Fuck this. Usually I would have it strictly for one, but again, in the case of the Cowboys, I have to give that to them. Everybody needs to start laughing at the Cowboys right now, bro. Everyone needs to start laughing at them. Let me hit you guys with how disappointing this Cowboy season is, right? The Cowboys in division in the NFC East, they went 6-0. They beat everybody in the division. They beat the Eagles twice. They beat the Giants twice. They beat the Washington football team twice. They swept everybody. They not only swept everybody, they pretty much sat up there and beat a lot of teams that were either not so much a wild card team or not so much a playoff team. But they beat teams that were just edging the playoffs or just about out of the playoffs. They were, as for what Angelo said, they were 6-5 outside of the NFC East.
Not scientifically possible!
You're right. It's impossible to be as bad as they were, Elphys. You're right. It's impossible to pull off what the Cowboys have pulled off. But hey, look, they did it again. Almost bang average when they aren't beating up garbage. Exactly. But that's what makes this so sweet. That's what makes this so funny to me is the fact that we had so many people in the media, as usual, hyping up the Cowboys as if they were going to the Super Bowl or hyping them up as if they're going to go to the NFC Championship game. Only to be disappointed again in the playoffs. Bartman, you just got here with us clapping the Cowboys' cheeks. The Cowboys lose to the 49ers 23-17, and we're out here rightfully dragging them. You know what? I'm mad at myself because I did not add a Deebo Samuel command. I'm mad at myself because I did not add a Deebo Samuel command. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to definitely add a Deebo Samuel command. I'm going to add a Deebo command next on the next stream. I have to do it. Because that man single-handedly fried the Cowboys. I'm sorry, not single-handedly. I'm sorry. I got to give some people in the 49ers credit. I have to give Deebo Samuel credit. And I have to give Eli Mitchell credit. I have to give Brandon Ayuk credit. These three guys pretty much fried the Cowboys defense. That's fine by me, Elvis. Do all the testing that you can, my man. But I just find it so crazy, bro. Y'all did all that work this season to end up being in the same spot. The Cowboys did all that work in the same season to end up with the same spot as the Philadelphia Eagles. And y'all want to know what's so crazy for me? It wasn't that long ago that this happened. I got something for you guys. I need to show y'all. This is what Jerry Jones said back on May 19th, 2014 at 9:23 a.m. That's when this was published. Jerry Jones said that a playoff expansion would help the Dallas Cowboys. And he said it right here. He said on NFL Total Access that a rule change would help them. Why? Because the Dallas Cowboys back from that time, they were missing the playoffs. They said the Cowboys would have missed the postseason play. Would have missed postseason play over the past 4 seasons, even if there were 2 extra playoff squads per conference. Although the playoff expansion has been viewed as inevitable by many, it's not that simple, even if the owners would have expanded the field to 14. Now, we're in 2021, we're in 2022. In 2021, it was confirmed that the playoff expansion happened and Jerry Jones got his wish. Guess who was the team that took advantage of this playoff expansion? Anybody know? I'm going to let y'all take a guess. What team this season in the NFC took advantage of this playoff expansion? Because if this playoff expansion had not happened, that team would not have been in the playoffs. Angelo said the 49ers and the Eagles. Bartman said the 49ers. I'm going to say this. You guys are half right. Bartman, you're incorrect. Bartman, you're incorrect. But Angelo, you're half correct. The Philadelphia Eagles are the team that actually took advantage of this. Ain't that some wild shit? The Philadelphia Eagles are the team that took advantage of this by having that extra 7 seed. Their own division rival that has taken advantage of this. Fuyuka, you said how? I'm going to explain how. Because back then, if you guys don't remember, back then there was no 7th seed. Like, real shit. There was no 7th seed. There was only 6. I believe there was 6 seeds at the time? There's only 6 seeds, if I'm correct. But basically, yeah, there was no, like, hold up. Let me look this up right here. These were the playoff brackets. This is what they looked like back then. If I'm correct with how this looked. Okay, here you go. This is a lot more better of a showcase to show you what it looked like. So as you can see, this what the playoff bracket looked like in 2020. San Francisco, I'm sorry, I don't think that's correct, but still, this is a little prediction. This shows you right where we're at. It said the number 1 seed was the San Francisco 49ers. This is a prediction, by the way. I don't think this is any. I don't think there's some truth to this. I'm not too sure. The San Francisco 49ers was the number 1 seed. The Green Bay Packers was the number 2 seed. You guys probably can't see this, but if not, that's fine. I'll read it off for you. The number 3 seed was the New Orleans Saints. The number 4 seed was the Philadelphia Eagles. This is back in 2019, by the way. The number 5 seed was the Seattle Seahawks. The number 6 seed was the Minnesota Vikings. Notice y'all don't see a 7th seed anywhere. Because there was no 7th seed. So, that's what makes this more funny. Alshon Jeffrey getting butterfingers. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. And you said the Steelers got clapped the worse than we did? Yeah, they did, and I'm going to give that to them too. But yeah, as you guys can see, yeah. The Cowboys buried themselves, basically, as for what you guys said. Both PA teams took advantage of the 7th seed that was given thanks to the Dallas Cowboys and thanks to specific owners that sat up there and voted and said, yeah, let's go ahead and add a 7th seed. Thank you. You helped the Eagles get to the playoffs. Thank you. Under a rebuild year. Thank you. Thank you. You saved the Steelers from setting up there and having a losing season. Not only not having a losing season, but somehow still getting to the playoffs when they had no business. While at the same time getting the Steelers into the playoffs when they had no business getting into the playoffs in the first place. So, thank you for that. You did a good job. Thank you, Jerry Jones. Alright. Next, let's talk about this. The Bengals beat the Raiders 26-19. I'm not surprised. I told you guys this was going to happen with them. Did you ever answer my question about the Eagles in the playoffs? My DMs haven't been working right. Let me go ahead and check what you said. Let me check what you said. No, they weren't. I just didn't answer it. But I will be able to answer it here, though. You said this. We called it. I'm fucking livid. You said this. You called it. I'm livid. They proved us right, but they indeed get hosed by Brady. You asked, what changes do you think they'll make? Not the ones they'll need. We both talked enough about that by now, but what do you think they will do? I honestly don't know what the Eagles would do. I really don't know. I legitimately don't know what they will do. And do you think they have been better off missing the playoffs than doing whatever the hell that was yesterday? I mean, honestly, you can say, honestly, no. Honestly, no, because you know what? Again, I mean, you saw the improvement that this team was showing in the second half down the stretch. Honestly, no. I mean, yes, it ended up bad, but let's be honest here, Angelo. The Eagles weren't supposed to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all know that. Y'all know I said that. They had no business beating the Buccaneers. Now, even if they came close, they still wouldn't have beaten the Buccaneers. Why? Because Jonathan Gannon and Tom Brady is exactly why. Even if everything went well offensively, with the way how that team was defensively, Tom Brady was going to eat him alive. So either way, I mean, the way how I see it, the least they got was their experience. That's how I see it. But yeah, the Bengals beat the Raiders 26-19. Like I told you guys, be on the lookout for the Cincinnati Bengals this season because they are a team that you do not want to come across. So I don't know. We'll find out what's going to happen with the divisional game. But I got to tell you, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, oof, yeah, be on the lookout, AFC. Please be on the lookout. Joe Burrow went 24 of 34, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon went 17 of 48. Jamar Chase only carried the ball for a little bit. Speaking of Jamar Chase, he had 9 receptions, 116 yards, 12.9 yards per average. That man has been giving defenses hell. He has been giving them fits, and I understand why. Because guess what? It's hard to stop the Bengals receiving core. Yeah, you can shut down Jamar Chase, but you got to deal with Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins, who they didn't even do much this game, but they didn't have to do much because Jamar Chase is going to be Jamar Chase. Let's take a look at the Raiders. I have more to talk about with the Raiders when we're done. In fact, I have more to talk about them right now, in fact. Derek Carr went 29 of 54, 310 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Josh Jacobs, 13 carries, 84 yards. Darren Waller has 7 receptions, 76 yards. Zay Jones had 5 receptions, 61 yards. Hunter Renfrow had 8 receptions, 58 yards. I mean, they did okay. The Raiders actually pushed the Bengals. They actually did okay, but it's just the Bengals is too tough. You know what I mean? They're too tough. That's how I see it. Now, speaking of the Raiders, I will say this. There's more news on them. Mike Mayock officially got fired from the Raiders. So, there you go. As you can see here, it says here officially on the NFL Twitter, Mike Mayock has been relieved of his duties as the general manager of the Raiders. So, to add on to it, the Raiders have gone through a lot this season. You had the John Gruden scandal that happened with him. You had Henry Ruggs getting in trouble. You had a couple other players also getting in trouble. And now you have this to top it off, which is Mike Mayock being relieved of his duties as a general manager. So hopefully now with the Raiders, they'll be able to actually get a breather and look for some new people and not have that kind of controversy that they've had this season. This is not even talking about the fact that they lost John Madden, who's very integral of the Raiders organization. So, again, for them, I hope they could just take this all season as a chill pill and go about their business. Because for them, that's what they need to do. Other than that, hopefully for the Raiders, that'll be the last time I'll be talking about them throughout this season. Let's take a look here when it goes to the Steelers and the Chiefs. Whew, Steelers. I'm sorry, but Steelers, I kind of have to give this to you here.
Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks!
Chiefs went off on the Steelers. 42-21, they went off on them. Captain Fat Fuck, Ben Roethlisberger, with his final playoff appearance, potentially his final playoff appearance, went 29-44. Yes, they bought Activision, bro. They bought them. You missed it. Well, you missed our little discussion, but we did talk about it. You have to check the past broadcast. Ben Roethlisberger, Captain Fat Fuck, went 29-44, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns. He actually had a okay stat line on his way out. Najee Harris went 12 of 29, 2.4 yards per carry. He could not do much of anything. James Washington, Deontay Johnson, yeah, they did okay. The receiving core did okay. Juju Smith-Schuster has literally been a ghost ever since Antonio Brown left. I'm going to be honest with you. Patrick Mahomes. Jesus Christ, Patrick Mahomes. Look at this stat line. Get your damn commands ready. Patrick Mahomes went 30 of 39. 404 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he only threw 1 interception. Yikes. For the Steelers, yikes, to say the least. But Patrick Mahomes, this is a typical kind of game for him where he'll usually sit up there and throw for 400 yards and have 5 touchdowns. So, under his standards, this is pretty normal. Jarrett McKinnon went 12 of murder everywhere, huh? Yeah. Jarrett McKinnon went 12 of 61, 5.1 yards per carry. Patrick Mahomes carried the ball for a little bit. Rushing game, there was nothing going on rushing. Receiving, no. Travis Kelce went 5 receptions, 108 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jarrett McKinnon also had a touchdown passing. Byron Pringle had 2 receiving touchdowns despite having 37 yards. Tyreek Hill had a touchdown. I don't know who Nick Agarati is, but he had a touchdown. Everybody was getting touchdowns left and right. Defensively, what was going on defensively? There was 2 sacks here. Melvin Ingram didn't get a sack. Mike Deanna got a sack. Tershawn Wharton, he got a sack. There was no interceptions in this game, but no interceptions on that end aside from the Steelers picking off Patrick Mahomes. I want to see who actually picked them off. For who picked them off, it was Devin Bush. Devin Bush. I like that dude. I always did like Devin Bush. Yeah, he's the only guy that picked off Patrick Mahomes this game. Other than that, Patrick Mahomes pretty much laid the pipe on the Steelers. Yeah, just straight clap those cheeks. Let's see. The Bills and the Patriots. Patriots.
Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks! Clap them cheeks!
Yeah, Bills pretty much damn near almost put up a 50 burger on the Patriots. They beat them so bad. They beat them 47-17. Mac Jones went 24 of 38, 232 yards. He threw 2 interceptions and he passed for two touchdowns. Damian Harris went 9 of 30. Ramondre Stevenson with 8 of 27. Let's look at the receiving. Kendrick Bourne went 7 receptions, 77 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was the only guy that scored the 2 touchdowns for the team receiving. Other than that, no one else really did all that much. Defensively, there was just a lot of tackles. There you go. There was just a lot of tackles. The Bills' case, let's take a look at this. Josh Allen probably had his best game of this season. He went 21 of 25, 308 yards and 5 touchdowns. Devin Singletary went 16 of 81 for 2 touchdowns rushing. Josh Allen also did good running the ball, 6 of 66. And Zach Moss didn't do much. Dawson Knox went 5 receptions, 87 yards, 2 receptions. Jesus Christ, he passed for 5 touchdowns. Who else did he throw to? Gabriel Davis caught a touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders caught a touchdown. Tommy Doyle caught a touchdown. Defensively, you had Levy Wallace. He got an interception along with 4 tackles. Carlos Basham, he got a sack on Mac Jones. Let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. They had 3 sacks. Star Latulippe had a sack. Jerry Hughes had a sack. They sacked them 3 times this game. Good Lord. The Patriots was not having a good day. Micah Hyde also had a interception in this game. The Patriots got they shit pushed in. My God. And we'll find out who the Patriots will be. We'll find out who the Bills will be facing this upcoming. Yeah, we're going to find out who they're facing. There you go. With this upcoming game. Rams beat the Cardinals 34-11. I'm not surprised because the Cardinals were literally teetering on elimination in a way because they have not been the same team the past number of weeks before this. They did beat the Cowboys. I will give them that because the Cowboys look just as much suspect as they did. But aside from that, I'm not surprised with the Rams and Cardinals outcome. I think that's it. I think we covered everything. Cool, yeah. We did cover everything. Cool. Let's take a look at the divisional game. We have the Bengals taking on the Titans. If I'm the Titans, this is the worst possible matchup you could be given because the Bengals are on fire. The Bengals are white hot. And for them, it sucks to be the team that has to face them. And honestly, the same can be said for the Green Bay Packers having to face the 49ers. The 2 number 1 seeds have to face off against the hottest wild card teams in their conference. Oof, good luck to them. I will say this, it will be a good game between the 49ers and the Packers and the Bengals and the Titans. If I had to give my bet on who I think is going to win the divisional game, NFC divisional game, the Bengals are wearing freaking black Air Forces. Oh my God, I can't. Also, I'm gonna tell you, Bartman, this is some damn good artwork. Very, very good job, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know. Who I think is gonna win between the 49ers and the Packers? Honestly, I'm gonna say it's the Packers, because while yes, the 49ers are white hot, here's the deal with the Packers situation. Now, 49ers they may or may not have Nick Bosa coming up for this game. We don't know what's going on with him, but he suffered a concussion against the Cowboys. We also have the same situation with Fred Warner of the 49ers, their star linebacker. They would lose 2 key star players coming up for this game if it stays that way. If it's confirmed, then the 49ers are going to be down 2 critical pieces on the defensive end, and that's not good when you have to deal with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. So if that's the case, the Packers will likely be going on to the NFC Conference Championship game. Now, when it goes to the Bengals and the Titans, the Bengals are all but healthy. I don't think they've really lost anybody. The Titans they might get back Derrick Henry, and they might get back Julio Jones if they haven't already. I know they got back A.J. Brown from the previous week right before the playoffs started. So, for them, that would be a very interesting game. Both teams on full strength. We'll see how they'll do full strength. But I got to tell you, the Bengals are in hot water. I'm sorry, not the Bengals. The Titans are in hot water because I got to tell you, the Bengals are not a team to be reckoned with. And I don't think the Bengals can stop Jamar Chase. I think just that dude is built different. Jamar Chase is legit built different. Like, y'all should look up what Jamar Chase you should look up what he has been doing to these defenses this season. It's not normal. For the other divisional game, we got the Rams and the Buccaneers. I got to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you this in all honesty. If this holds up with the Buccaneers, we might be seeing the Rams versus the Packers in the NFC Conference Championship game because the Buccaneers, they lost some key pieces on that wild card game. The Buccaneers lost their right tackle for the season, which is not good considering you're going up against Aaron Donald and Von Miller. And they will be smacking the ever-living hell out of Tom Brady if that is confirmed. Now, I don't know about how's the center doing for the Buccaneers, but you best not lose him too. This on top of the fact that the Bucs do not have a receiving core to speak of that's not named Mike Evans. Yeah, you might have an issue on your hands. Now, I will say that, but here's the deal. The Rams, also as a football team, are very, very, very inconsistent. And that's why I think the Buccaneers with Tom Brady has a shot because Tom Brady turns it up in the playoffs. He don't fuck around. When he's in the playoffs, you best be prepared for a long 60-minute game. If not, then you will get the outcome that you got with the Eagles, where they just put up a 40-burger on them and not gave a fuck. Plain and simple. Next will be the Bills and the Chiefs. This for me will be the best game out of this week because the Bills and the Chiefs, these are two teams that are they're very hot. They're starting to get more comfortable again like they once were. Both teams were kind of teetering, and now they're coming back to form to where they should be at. So we will see how the Bills and Chiefs game end up being. But in my opinion, this game will be the best game this week, Sunday on January 23rd on 6:30 p.m. If I had to give a guess for who I think is going to win between the Bills and the Chiefs, I legitimately do not know. I legit do not know. But if I had to pick, I'm going to say the Bills. I think the Bills will knock off the Chiefs here just off the fact that 69-yard touchdown. Where you see that from? Where you see that from? But no matter. But yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I see the Bills taking care of business against the Chiefs. If I had to give a score, I'm going to say 21-14. Hold on, let me see. What do you mean by that? I won't play the video, but I want to see where you got this from. Like, where do you get this idea from? Like, where do you get 69-yard touchdown from? Oh, yeah, Jamar Chase. Yeah. See, that right there, people, that's why I said for the Chiefs, they're lucky that they're not running into Jamar Chase again. But at the same time, while I say that, you ran into the Bills, who might be just as much of a tough opponent. So, yeah, on that note, those are my thoughts on the NFL for this week. That's what I think is really going to happen. I personally believe that some nice Ruby art here. I'm going to retweet that while I'm at it. But, yeah, that's what I think is going to go down with the NFL divisional games. And that's really... I'm sorry. that's really the episode. That's the episode for this week. That is episode 26 of the Lightning Round Talk Show. Let's take a look at our schedule throughout the rest of this week. Sorry that this took so long, but this is our schedule throughout the rest of the week. We have Slide 2 coming up. We have Slide 2 coming up at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. I don't know why that took so long. You have Movie Night coming up. What the hell is going on with my shit? But yeah, you have Movie Night coming up at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well on the Thursday. On the Thursday. On Friday, you have Monster Hunter Rise on PC. That will also be coming up at 4:30 p.m. And lastly, you have the NFL divisional games 1 p.m. on Kev's server. Definitely stick around for it if you are a football fan. And that's really it. Alright guys, till then, let me see who is streaming throughout the rest of this week. I think I have a good idea of who is streaming. Is he streaming? No, he's not streaming. Okay, that's what I was wondering with who is streaming. But yeah, let's see who's streaming on the Twitch end. On Trovo end, there's nobody I'm going to raid because there's nobody that I really know right now on Trovo. And don't worry, guys, I will be doing raids and hosts through both ends, through both Twitch and Trovo, so definitely stay tuned for that if you are going to stick around on there. Now, as for who I'm going to raid, I think I know who. If you guys are down for some more, if you guys are down for Monster Hunter Rise, I'm going to go and raid our amazing friend Chica. She's playing Monster Hunter Rise. She's HR5 on Rise. So, till then, let's go say hi to Chica, shall we? She's absolutely amazing. I love her. She's a VTuber. She's phenomenal. She plays Monster Hunter on PC, on the Switch. Doesn't matter. She's just great. I love her to death. Till then, guys, every second, every minute, every hour you guys swim with me is every second, every minute, and every hour I am blessed and thankful for. Go say hi to Chica for me. Give her the Phantom raid, please, people. Please spam the Phantom emotes in her chat and tell her that it is a Phantom raid. Till then, peace. Bye.
Doesn't, but Raiden! Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Because it's just actually a decent idea. It works just like money, just without the goal base.